That's why a lot of times I just stream the crowds, you know. What is it? Yeah, I know the trees are good. Well, you know where I was at? I went to Graceland Cemetery. I went to Ernie Banks' grave. Minnie Minosa's buried there. I went to Daniel Burnham's grave. Went to Schoenhofen's. You've been to Schoenhofen's? It's got a pyramid. His head's heading the Sphinx. It's crazy. But hey, thanks for tuning in here. We're walking down Sheffield here. And look at the buns there. Yeah, look at that. Hey, Jason, thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, I had to end the other one early so we could eat our food there. It started to rain here. We're going to head to the Cubs game here. Walking with my friend Dave here. Thanks for getting me into the game here. And what is this place? Wrigleyville North. Wrigleyville North. Look at that. Hey, you can get tickets, parking, easy out. Easy out. Chippy, how you doing there, Krista? Yeah. We got the Dogzilla. Dave got the Dogzilla. What?
That'll be me in a few years.
Well, yeah. You know what, Dave? Remember one time Dave and I, we walked back after the game and we went over to Broadway in Addison. There was that person who needed help cross the street. Dave helped a blind guy or some disabled guy cross the street.
They're not going to start the game.
Lightning. So yeah, we got plenty of time to get in the game. I'm not worried that we're going to miss the start because it's raining. They got lightning, so they'll probably. It looks like the rain's going to last until 2, and we're underneath the upper deck, so we're not worried about getting wet.
You could probably film when there's no game being played inside the stadium.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what we did before. Last time I filmed up until the opening pitch. I filmed the national anthem and the opening pitch or the ceremonial pitch area. Hey Nelius, how you doing there? Yeah, happy Friday. Carla, how you doing there? Ernesto. Yeah. Got the Dogzilla. Byron's. So you can watch the video before this. I filmed Dave's because I ate mine first. Hey, look, the tulips. I've been filming the tulips on Michigan Avenue. State Street's pretty nice. I went over to the Keith Haring statue there by the lake at Belmont Harbor. But Dave, listen to this. This is why this has value. It always freaks me out. It humbles me. I was live streaming walking up Michigan Avenue. It was the nice weather we had 2 days ago.
In the urban hellhole?
Yeah. And I walked by Oak Street Beach. There was somebody threw a ball at a dog. Dog caught the ball. There was a woman sitting there. She recognized me. She goes, "Are you Brian?" I said, "Yeah, I'm Brian Lee, Chicago." She goes, and I can show you this video, and it's pretty popular. People are looking at it now. She goes, "I watched your video." She goes, "I recently had a stroke. I couldn't remember how to get to Oak Street Beach." She goes, "I watched your video, how you live streamed how to go into the tunnel, and here I am, I made it to the beach." I said, "No way, it has value." And this woman is like a professor. She teaches at university. She watches my videos of walking around here. That's how we're all connected, and that's why this has value. And she's getting back on her feet, literally, you know. And it's just, yeah. I also went down Alta Vista Terrace. I filmed those houses over there. Yeah. When was this built? Do you remember this day?
Late 80s.
Late 80s.
It's already been redone because
Yeah.
the construction was so poor.
Oh, really?
They reclad the building.
Oh, they use cheap materials. The developers cut corners, of course. Well, imagine that.
Concrete block, single wide.
Yeah. Yeah. So people always ask where I'm from. I've lived in Chicago for 26 years. I'm a country boy to move to the city. I grew up in Southeast Indiana. I grew up a Reds fan. Who's your daddy? Who's your mama? They got Who's Your Mama pies there at the farmers markets. But Dave's right.
This is new shit, and compare that to the old stuff.
Look at that. Yeah. Look at this. Is that Richardsonian Romanesque? Look at that rough-hewn stone. Yeah, summer's over here. We got the spring and summer ahead of us. How you doing there, Nelius? Yeah. Michael, thanks for tuning in there.
Show the trees.
Yeah, the trees. Is that crepe myrtle? What kind of bushes? So Dave, when Dave moved to Chicago, you lived a block away from Wrigley Field.
586 feet down the right field line.
And Dave let me sit on the porch there, and you can hear the L going by. It's right near that building that tore down there. And
read a newspaper with the Cubs line.
No, that's amazing. And wasn't that great? So that's why Dave became a Cubs fan. And he's like me. He moved to the city when he got older.
I love this reveal.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so Dave knows this. We often do this walk. We usually meet at Byron's, and you get this where the Cubs. This is the bleachers, behind the scoreboard, and you see the flags up there.
They're blowing in.
Yeah, and Cubs is at the top. Cubs atop the NL Central, there where it belongs.
Flags at half mast of the Pope.
Yep, the Pope. I went by the Holy Name. They got the Black Bunny on there, and Cardinal Soupage is at the Vatican now. There, look at that. What's that? New construction. And they're adding a floor. They're adding a floor. Look at that. Tom Tunney. Yeah. He's not the alderman anymore, is he? No. Yeah. The local ward boss. You go to Ann Sather's?
Yeah, I gave him money a few weeks ago.
Oh, you did, yeah. Meats are coming. Yeah, how you doing there?
There's Murphy's.
Yeah, it looks like Brooklyn here. So this is, yeah, let's go by Murphy's here. So we'll film some of the crowd. We're not in any rush to get the game because we saw some lightning. And if they get this game started on time, it'll be a miracle.
Collect that car. You gotta go down there.
So get the easy out, get the parking here. You can park right next to the stadium. Look at this. Or the field. Naya, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, thanks everybody tuning in for Graceland Cemetery. We saw Minnie Minosa. We saw Ernie Banks. Yeah. Harry Carey statue. I was up here for opening day, and there was some guy, he had a sidecar with his dog in it. He had a helmet on his dog, and I got it. He just rode up, and his dog had like an Instagram.
I got a picture of that statue.
Yeah.
With a whole bunch of little green apples at his feet.
Oh, really? Look at this comment. No, this is Chicago. It's not New York.
Ever hear that Harry Carey?
Oh, yeah.
Said that as sure as God made little green apples, he knows he's going to win the World Series.
Wow.
That's why he did little green apples.
That's great. Yeah, here we are, Murphy's Bleachers here. It's raining. Here's Harry Carey here. Look at the whole family. Yeah, look at this. Harry Carey, there he is. Hey. Holy cow.
A list of prohibited items includes...
So here's how you get to the bleachers here. There's the red line there. Screaming there's Murphy's Bleachers. So Dave says that Murphy's owns these three buildings. Look, there's Spuds McKenzie. There's Spuds McKenzie in the window. Look at that. Hey, you got the sculpture. So here we're on Sheffield here. Friendly confines of Wrigley Field here. This is the Sheffield side, the Wrigley Field rooftops. Ricketts bought all these up. So is that, the EMS Catalyte building is that one, right? Or is it that one? Yeah, how you doing? It's no longer there, they took it down, but there's where they tore down. How you doing, man? How you doing? That's good. That's good. Look at that. Look how they put those columns up there for those stands. That's what's supporting it, so it's not actually putting weight on the building. Here's the empty lot. You can see back to the red line here. They didn't used to have this here. Was this the EMS Catalyte? This one was.
These are the ones
Yeah.
that Jim Murphy Jr. owns. So these are all Ricketts buildings.
Ricketts bought all these up. So Ricketts did this. They're not protected by any historic district or anything. Yeah. Hey, you got the shirts there. Party with Diddy. Yeah, go Cubs. How you doing there, Skywolf? Roger, how you doing there? Brian, Carla? Yeah. Sound waves. Yeah, look at that. So here's gate 16.
Yeah.
This is one we should go in? Okay. So I'm going to sign off so the security does it, and then